If you're a virtual assistant trying to juggle client tasks, keep track of business information, manage marketing plans, and somehow remember what's happening with websites and testimonials, Asana is about to become your new best friend. In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to actually use Asana as a VA, not just the features, but the systems and workflows you can build to stay on top of everything. When I first started using Asana, I was just trying to keep my head above water. Between client work, my own business, and content, it felt like I had 47 tabs open in my brain at all times. But once I actually started using Asana the right way, with simple but powerful systems, everything changed. I had clarity, structure, and confidence, and I want that for you too. Hi, I'm Samantha, here to help online coaches, freelancers, and other small service-based entrepreneurs organize and streamline their business operations so that they can save time and mental energy and focus on what they love to do. Today's video is especially for the VAs out there. Whether you're just getting started or have a few clients under your belt already, this is for you if you've ever felt like you're constantly switching between tools, forgetting what needs to get done, or retyping the same information over and over again. So we're going to cover how to use Asana for client management, where to store key business information, how to keep track of leads and new opportunities, ways to plan your own content and marketing, and a system for managing things like website updates and testimonials. Plus, I'll share a simple way to get started with all of this, even if you're short on time or unsure where to begin. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's one area of your VA business that always feels disorganized or like it slips through the cracks? Let me know so we can all learn from each other. All right, let's start with client management because that's usually the number one thing VAs need help with. So instead of keeping everything in your head or worse, in your email inbox, you can create a client HQ in Asana. This is where you manage everything related to each client: the login info, important links, meeting notes, current tasks, recurring reminders, you name it. As a VA, you can create a project per client or a board view with a column per client, whatever works for your brain. Include tasks with custom fields or tags like waiting on client or ready to send, so you always know the status of things. And don't forget to use subtasks to break things down. For example, if you're scheduling their newsletter, you can have subtasks for writing, approval, uploading, and sending. One thing I love to do with long-term clients is create recurring tasks inside their HQ. For example, check in with client X every Friday, send monthly analytics report, do the last day of the month, update Instagram highlights the first of every month. These recurring tasks become your built-in memory. You don't have to remember anything because Asana remembers for you. And here's another tip. If you offer similar services to multiple clients, like social media management or blog posting, you can create a template project and duplicate it each time you land a new client. Boom! Onboarding and task setup done in seconds. Templates are seriously one of the most underrated time savers inside Asana. Oh, and don't skip the offboarding section. This is where you track wrapping things up professionally, tasks like removing your access, delivering final files, asking for a testimonial, and even setting a reminder to follow up in a few months. It adds a level of polish to your client experience that really makes you stand out and that leads to repeat clients and referrals. So client management in Asana isn't just about checking off tasks. It's about creating structure in your business so you don't feel like you're winging it every day. It makes your work smoother, faster, and more professional, and it gives your clients peace of mind too. Okay, so aside from client work, what about your own business? Well, you need somewhere to store your SOPs, links to things like your scheduler, welcome packet, media kit, even saved responses you use often. That's where a business information hub in Asana comes in. I keep mine organized with sections like quick reference information and links, branding, SOPs, and policies. If you use something often and can never remember where you saved it, it needs to go in this hub. This one project has saved me so much time. And let's dig in a little deeper here because I know how easy it is to focus so much on client systems that we forget to organize the back end of our own business. So when you've got invoices, content links, form templates, and login information stored across Google Drive, email, Notion, your desktop, and 14 open Chrome tabs, it becomes a full-time job just trying to find things. That disorganization leads to procrastination, missed deadlines, and burnout. With the Business Information Hub, you can organize your internal business just like you would a client project. You can even add due dates and recurring tasks inside your Business Hub if you want. For example, things like updating your bio and profile pictures every 6 months, reviewing pricing quarterly, cleaning up Google Drive monthly, and scheduling time off each quarter. Because yes, reminders to take breaks can also be a system. The beauty of having this hub is that it becomes your go-to for anything admin related. You spend less time switching between platforms and more time actually working or resting. Okay, so your Business Information Hub is your Asana project that keeps everything you need to run your VA business in one tidy place. It's like your digital filing cabinet, admin brain, and personal assistant all in one. The more you use it, the more time and mental energy you save. Yay! Now let's talk leads, because if you're not tracking them, you're probably leaving money on the table. You need a way to see who reached out, where they came from, whether you followed up, and whether they became a client. Inside Asana, you can build a simple lead tracker with custom fields like name, source, Instagram, referral, etc., or service they're interested in. So let's walk through how you could set this up in your own business. So I recommend using either a board view or list view, depending on how your brain works. Here's one layout that works nicely. You can set up different sections for new leads, people who reach out or show interest. This could be further divided by cold and warm leads. People you followed up with, you've responded, you're waiting to hear back. Discovery call has been booked. People who have converted, like they signed on as a client, and declined. Either they weren't interested or they weren't a good fit for you. Now here's the magic. You can set reminders and recurring tasks to follow up. And if you're using a paid Asana plan, you can create a form right in Asana. So every time someone fills out your application form, it auto creates a task in your leads tracker. If you're in a season of actively growing your business, check this tracker daily. You can add a recurring task that says check leads tracker every morning. It'll keep this top of mind and help you stay proactive, not reactive. So whether you're managing 3 leads or 30, having this system in place gives you a clear visual of what's going on in your business. It helps you stay on top of conversations, follow up like a pro, and honestly, feel more confident in your outreach. Because the truth is, when you feel organized, you act organized, and that confidence makes a huge difference in how you show up to those calls. Next, let's talk about planning your content and marketing. This one is a game changer for VAs who also want to grow their own brand or help their clients with content. So you can create a content calendar project in Asana with sections like ideas, in progress, scheduled, and posted. Each task can be a piece of content. Inside the task, store the caption, graphic, hashtags, scheduled date, and link. I love doing this in a board view for a visual layout, but you can also use list view if that's more your thing. And if you batch your content, even better. Assign batch days for planning, writing, designing, and scheduling. I've played around with creating content on the fly daily or when inspiration strikes, like some people claim it works for them, but that's just not how my brain works. It honestly makes me feel like I'm always scrambling. And with this system in Asana, especially with the recurring batch days, I am more relaxed and consistent. So if you're anything like me, I highly recommend setting it up this way. One of my favorite things is using a recurring task every Friday to prep content for the following week. It keeps things consistent and takes the pressure off. And don't forget, this is something you can set up for your clients too. It's a high value service and very easy to systemize once you've done it for yourself. By the way, if all of this sounds amazing, but also slightly overwhelming to build from scratch, I've got you covered. Inside Asana Essentials, you'll find ready to use templates for all of this. Your content calendar, lead tracking, Client HQ, Business Information Hub, and more. These are the exact systems I've built and refined while working with dozens of clients and running my own businesses. And you can just plug them into your Asana in minutes. You'll save hours of setup time and get a fully streamed workspace that actually supports your business. So you can go to samanthakasbrick.com/AE or click the link in the description to get access today. So whether you're a new VA or looking to level up, this toolkit will give you the structure to grow without burning out. And it's honestly the toolkit that I wish I would have had when I first started as a VA myself. All right, now back to your own content planning. Want to take it up a notch? Try creating content pillars as custom fields to keep your content ideas organized and make sure you're hitting all the categories that you want to be. And here's a little hack. If you repurpose content, make subtasks under the original post. So for example, if the main task is an Instagram post, then the subtasks might be repurpose for Pinterest, turn into a reel, add quote to next newsletter, or expand into a blog post. You can also do some really cool repurposing magic with custom fields and rules, but I'll save that for another video. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would want to see. Planning your content and marketing in Asana helps you stay consistent, on brand, and in control, even if content creation isn't your favorite thing to do. It gives you a clear roadmap to follow and takes the mental load off every single week. Okay, next is managing website updates and testimonials. So this one's often overlooked, but it's so important, especially if you or your clients are collecting testimonials, updating services, or refining portfolios. Create a project or section in your business hub called website maintenance. Inside it, you can have tasks like add new testimonial, and that can be due monthly or quarterly, update service descriptions, swap outdated links, and refresh homepage banner. Even just having a quarterly reminder to review your site, check for broken links, or make small tweaks can make a big difference. This shows that you're paying attention to your brand and your client experience without having to think about it every week. And testimonials. Don't let those amazing words from clients get lost in your inbox. Store your testimonials inside Asana too. Include the quote, the date received, whether you have permission to share it publicly, and where it's been used. You can even automate the collection process. For example, if you are on one of Asana's paid plans, you can connect your testimonial form to your Asana project. Then when someone fills it out, it drops right into the project as a task. Easy peasy. Also, don't forget to repurpose testimonials. Turn them into graphics for Instagram, quote them in sales emails, or drop them into your proposals. So creating a system for managing website updates and testimonials ensures your brand reflects the current version of you. Whether you're making tiny tweaks or adding raving client love, it's one of the easiest ways to boost your credibility and keep things current. If you're new to Asana, start small. Don't try to build every system in one day. I always recommend starting with only one project, usually a brain dump of sorts, and then expanding and organizing from there. Use recurring tasks to create routines, use tags and custom fields to add context, and don't be afraid to play around until it works for you. This isn't about doing Asana perfectly, it's about making it useful and usable. And remember, if you're supporting multiple clients, systems like this don't just help you stay organized, they help you serve your clients better, faster, and more professionally. And that leads to referrals, higher rates, and more peace of mind. All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful for you, and I will see you next week. Bye.